Good evening, welcome back. We'll see some more interesting on the atomic structure, this thing. Most of the questions can come on the de Broglie equation, single equation. The de Broglie equation is lambda equal to h by mv. We have already studied. How questions can come on this? Now, here, lambda is the wavelength, h is a Planck's constant, m is the mass of the particle, and mv is the velocity. Mv can be called as a momentum also. Now, de Broglie wavelength is associated with the material of particle. What is the relation between lambda and m? Inversely proportional. What is the relation between lambda and v? Inversely proportional. That means, if I am comparing a electron and proton and electron, masses are different, whereas v and h I am taking as a constants. H is anyway constant. Suppose they are moving with the same velocity, proton and electron. Now, whose wavelength is more? That is a typical question. See, h is constant and velocity we have kept as a constant. Electron I have taken, proton mass is around 1860 times more than the electron. So, mass per proton is more. That means its lambda is less, because it is inversely proportional. Whereas for electron, mass is less, lambda will be more. So, like that, it will be asked questions. This is one way. The second one is, this is the de Broglie equation. Then, de Broglie equation, sometimes it will be called as a momentum. Sometimes they will say, what is the relation? Is it the relation between the position and the, because there is a lot of confusion between the de Broglie and Heisenberg uncertainty. Heisenberg uncertainty also similarly, delta x into delta v equal to h by 4mv. So, then you will have a lot of confusion between these two. H is also there, m also there, v also there, 4 and this. So, 4m, h by 4 pi m, sorry, pi m. So, h by 4 pi m, 1 minute. So, confusion will be there on this. Okay, so, Heisenberg uncertainty principle and de Broglie principle. Okay, so don't get confusion on here. Here, one more question can be asked like this. Suppose if I am asking in this question, into uncertainty, means delta x into delta v, delta x into delta v equal to h by 4 pi m. Now, an electron is moving, and uncertainty in the, here most important points are the only uncertainty in the in the position and uncertainty in the velocity. So now suppose if uncertainty of the electron position, if I am able to make out zero uncertainty, means exactly I can locate the position, then what will be its uncertainty in the velocity? It is infinity. Okay. So that will be normally we will ask. So, okay, this de Broglie equation is valid for what? Which electron, proton, neutron, and up to what? Up to what is maximum? It is up to only one. Means dual nature of will be applicable only up to 1 mg maximum. Otherwise, for a rail engine or for the okay, it is maybe moving, earth is moving 36,000 meters per second and all. So, will it be applicable? No. So, it should be applicable only maximum of wave nature and particle nature both, even if it is velocity is very high, not possible. So, those limitations one should be more carefully applicable. Now, interestingly, small problem we can see. See, the people will get confused again. Where people are getting confusion. So, suppose in the de Broglie itself, I want to find out lambda, that is wavelength. Wavelength everybody knows that it will be in centimeter or meter or whatever it is. Now, a cricket ball is taken of 100 grams and its velocity is 10 meters per second. What is the wavelength? Now we know the h equal to lambda equal to h by mv. Fine. I want lambda, h I know, 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 joules second. Okay. 100 grams is nothing but 0.1 kg. Everything I am taking into the same similar units, and the 10 meters per second is 10 meter. This thing. What should be the units? Here it is a joule, here it is a kg, and in the top it is a joule second, and at the top units. Okay, otherwise it is 0.1 into 10, value will be 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34. But what will be the meter is not coming. So we have to convert joule second also into the normal units. But that is a unit for the joule second is nothing but kg, that is mass, velocity square, that means meter square per second square, by you have already kg, that is m kg, and meter is meter, velocity is meter per second. So into second, kg cancel, meter 1 meter cancel, second square, this second square. So finally you will get meter. You be careful with the units while you are doing a hand. If it is a bit question, also then sometimes it will be meter second, meter per second, and all these things. So while converting into the units, one should be slightly careful in the de Broglie equations and the uncertainty principles of the Heisenberg uncertainty principles. These two are this thing. Of course, all formulas are most important, and one should be more careful while doing and all. Now, finally, we conclude, and before concluding, having once again the orbit and orbital, more clarifying the orbit and orbital. Say nucleus is at center. This is a K. You can say orbit, or I say it is a K shell. Nucleus is center, there is no this thing. As per Moore, this is the circular one is called orbit. Whereas in the circular shell, there are subshells or shells or subshells. Suppose in the K, it is only one. That means only s orbital. Here it is coming s orbital. This is orbital. This is orbit. Now coming back to the second one, K, after K, it is a L. In the L, one S will be there, one P. There are three P's. P means three P's. P will be in the dumbbell. I'm not able to write properly write this thing. This is the P orbital. 2px, 2py, 2pz. But all are the same, similar, but all are in the dumbbell shape. S is in the circular. So these are the subshells. These are the orbitals. 2pe orbital, 2s orbital, 2p orbital, or more precisely 2px orbital, 2py orbital, 2pz orbital. Whereas orbit means a circular path of the approximate distance, not exactly because it is a probability coming. So subshells are the PA in the P3 are there, and in the D there are 5, and F there are 7. So more carefully listen. So, and this will be also some most of the times they are asking questions. And principal quantum number is giving normally the value for that is principal quantum number gives the radius and energy. Okay, L gives the shapes. Okay, then 2n square gives the number of electrons in each orbit. So, okay, thank you. We'll go to tomorrow for periodic table and all.